today I'm going to share with you a few tips on how to save money during a high inflation period. As you know, right after COVID, there were lots of issues with inflation, right? Not only COVID itself, but there were issues around the world on cargo, on, raw materials coming from different parts of the world that have basically had a collateral effect on construction materials, okay? One of the best things that you need to think about is your actual design first, okay? So I am in the process of building a passive house, and my structural engineer carried out the design of the superstructure a few months back. When I went into tender, I realized that the design was not cost effective. So one of the things that you can do is go back to the drawing board, right? Go and sit down with your architect, with your structural engineer, and come up with ideas, brainstorm ideas on how to save, right, money, all right? I can give you a clear example, right? There are different methods of construction when it comes to superstructure and superstructure when you're building a house. One of the solutions that we come up with after looking at the redesigning my own house was, instead of using reinforced concrete slab, we went for a post-tension concrete solution. So what that meant basically was that we were reducing the thickness of the slab down to about 200 millimeters, right? 200 millimeters times the width by the length of the house means a lot of volume concrete. That is amazing saving for you. And also on top of that, we got rid of a lot of steel, okay? So now, instead of steel as such, reinforced concrete steel, we are using tendons, right? Tendons that would post-tense the concrete. So that means the concrete is going to be even more efficient. Concrete is really good at compression, and what the tendons will do is basically accelerate that, okay? Second tip I can give you guys is, before you appoint your team, your power team, your architect and your structural engineer, you need to make sure that they are flexible with their design, okay? Also, you need to make sure that you're protected still. So on the example that I just given you, where we have to go back to the drawing board and redesign the superstructure, I had to make sure that my structural engineer was happy with the solution that we encountered, okay? So he signed the new design off. It wasn't not his forte, so we went to a different company that provided the solution, but he signed it off. You want to have his professional indemnity insurance, his professional liability insurance to back it up just in case something goes wrong. So, okay, so that is second tip for you. Tip number 3 for you is challenge your design team, okay? And ask a simple question. What can we do better? Where can we eliminate cost? And as simple as that, you need to challenge them, okay? And I give you a clear example. In my house that I'm currently building, a passive house, right? I knew for a fact that the information that we received initially from the ground investigation report was slightly different to what we had on site. So what we decided to do, guys, was go back, right? Have a look what we actually had on site and redesign the full structure. So the bearing capacity was much better in the majority of the footprint of the house, okay? So what we decided to do was eliminate some of the really soft spots, replace it with really good ground, and then problem was solved, okay? So that meant that the thickness of my slab was much more efficient than initially was designed for, saving you lots of money and time during construction. Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want more information about what we do as a company, please check our website www.assetsforlife.co.uk and stay tuned. We got more content for you coming soon.